morning, my faithful lawyer YouTube subscriber. Today is Wednesday, July 8th, the year is 2020. So Keshia Bottoms, the mayor of Atlanta, a day ago or so, has tested positive for the coronavirus. The coronavirus got hold of Keshia and bit her. And now Keshia Bottoms joins the midst of other COVID-19 zombies roaming the Atlanta area. She has asymptomatic symptoms, which means that she doesn't show that she's been bit by the coronavirus. I'm not surprised. Keshia was involved in a lot of news conferences over the past few weeks with the protesters and all the crazy shit, the shootings of an 8-year-old girl, and there's been a lot going on, and she had to remove her mask on multiple occasions to come out here and talk to the heathens of Atlanta. She couldn't quarantine in a house like she wanted to and have to take care of this important stuff being the mayor of Atlanta. So coming out of her home, removing her mask, put her at risk, and she did test positive for the coronavirus. So I'm sure Keshia Bottoms and her family, if I'm correct, there were multiple family members. I think her husband and one of her kids or two of her kids, they all tested positive, if I'm correct. And I think she might be in quarantine now until the next riot start here in Atlanta. So over the weekend, the governor of Georgia decided that he was going to call in the National Guard because of the crime problem here in Atlanta. But if you don't live here in Atlanta, you probably wouldn't know what was going on. But there have been many incidents of people just losing control in the city. You have these people driving through the streets of Atlanta taking their cars and doing donuts, spinning out their cars on public streets where crowds of people are standing around with fireworks. They were in Castleberry, which is a historic loft area. They went down there, and they were down there for 2 to 3 hours just spinning around in the middle of the intersection. And all the people who lived there were calling 911, and all the police showed up. For hours they said this went on. They did it on Peachtree. They did it on Auburn Avenue. This was all over the past weekend. On Auburn Avenue, 2 people ended up getting shot and killed at the intersection over there where they were spinning the donuts at. And these large crowds of people are standing around while these cars are just spinning around at risk of getting hit by a car. It's just like, what is wrong with these crazy people? Is the coronavirus made everybody crazy as hell? I think the coronavirus might make people mentally insane. So that could explain all the protesting and marching and people screaming and hollering and fighting. The coronavirus and drove these people insane. I am serious, because something's not right here. So anyway, they all ripping and running, the cars spinning around, risking hitting people, and they all video jumping around, lighting fireworks, smoke everywhere. I'm like, what's wrong with these crazy people? All black folks might have had. So get black young people. I didn't know black folks were into this type of foolish behavior with these automobiles and motorcycles and mopeds. And so Atlanta's spinning out of control, and the police are not showing up. I don't know why, but this is a murder or something. Like I said, 2 people get shot and killed on Auburn Avenue over there. Now, here's the funny part. These neighborhoods have been complaining for weeks, months, about these issues. About the people spitting out the cars in the middle of the street, the crowds of people showing up, and nothing's been accomplished. I mean, nothing. Atlanta's going to be in trouble if it continues down this path where mayhem, chaos, and confusion runs wild and nobody is there to stop this stuff. Now, as far as I know, the National Guard coming is just to protect public buildings, because also a few days ago, a police station, state patrol center was attacked, and all the windows bust out and set afire over in East Atlanta on United Boulevard. So I'm not too sure what that was all about. So I believe he brought in 10,000 National Guards to protect. I think this was his game plan, bringing the National Guard to protect the buildings so that the state troopers can go work with the Atlanta police and try to get all this crime under control. Good luck with that. They should have did it the other way around. Put them damn National Guards on the streets over here. But something's going on with people in this crazy behavior as to why people think it makes sense to spin your car around in the middle of an intersection on a downtown street or in the middle of a highway I don't get it. Do you know how people know how dangerous this is? They actually had times when they stopped I-285, which is a major highway, and spun these cars out in the middle of the highway. Then they ended up getting arrested soon thereafter, a few days later, because they posted these videotapes. So I'm not sure what's going on in people's heads. There also were multiple shootings over the Atlanta weekend, including the one where this 8-year-old girl got shot and killed right near the Wendy's where the officer shot Mr. Brooks. Is his name Brooks? I can't remember. Now I'm getting old. So yeah, so 8-year-old girl, innocent 8-year-old girl was riding in a car with a family member. Somebody opened fire on the car because they tried to go around a barricade that was blocking the street. So I don't know all the details. I'm still kind of confused about this as to why they shot into the folks' car and killed that little girl. It is beyond me. There's a $20,000 reward now for the capture of the people who did this heinous crime. I have tended to stay away from these areas where all this chaos and confusion is going on. I know that area very well off University. The only time I've only gone down there was to really go to JJ's Fish Shack or occasionally go to that Wendy's if I was in the area. But now I'm avoiding that area because there's so much foolishness going on down there. It just doesn't make sense. As to why they camped out at that burned out Wendy's and got tents and spending the night out there, I don't know. Were they expecting this man to come back from the dead or something? He gonna rise up like Jesus? I'm just trying to figure it all out. So I think what I said earlier, I think the coronavirus, people who are positive coronavirus tend to get a little bit crazy. I think it does something to them mentally. And you got all these people who were marching and protesting and not doing anything. I think something mentally, I think the coronavirus and drove their asses insane. We need to test all their ass for the coronavirus. Now, on to Florida. I had a friend who went down to Florida for the weekend after we had discussed the high rate of COVID-19, the coronavirus, down there vacationing in Florida. I said, I don't think that's a good idea to go there, but he bragged that he and his wife had found a home on the beach, and they were going to just go there, drive down, and whatever. Anyway, they came back sick. He was in the hospital. He got back this week, and he got back and said he had a splitting headache. He ended up going to the emergency room. He's showing symptoms of coronavirus, so he's trying to get tested now. They wouldn't test him at the emergency room for whatever reasons. Georgia got some really crazy ass shit going on. You in the emergency room, they can't give you a coronavirus test. It's like, okay. So he has to go find a testing site to get checked for the coronavirus. They did give him he had a headache and some other stuff going on, and his wife is sick too. Now, didn't they warn everybody to stay out of Florida because of the high rate of coronavirus floating through the air down there? They warned everybody. The hospitals and ICUs are full down there, and people are still flocking to Florida, going to Disney World, Universal Studios. I'm just kind of like, what is going on here? The hospitals are filling up. They didn't shut down the beaches for July 4th weekend in Miami. Restaurants, they tried to close the gyms and restaurants yesterday. People in the gyms rose hell, so the gyms are going to remain open. But they tried to close it. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what they're going to do. It just makes you wonder, what are they going to do? Are they going to, I don't know. Because in Florida, with it being so out of control, and I know that a lot of us are probably sick of hearing about the coronavirus, but there's really nothing we can do about it at this point, but just see that we're trying to stay away from it and stay as clean as we can. I mean, I've had some issues where I had to take some allergy medicine. I thought I had the coronavirus a couple of times over here. I was coughing and choking so bad, but it turns out it was just my allergies. So, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to tell people. But I know my friend came. Anyway, as I was saying, my friend came back from Florida. Him and his wife, they're not feeling very well. He had to go to the emergency room. He had a splitting headache. He said it was so bad that he said he couldn't even barely walk. And that is a symptom of coronavirus. So he had to take off from work this week as he got back from his Florida vacation. I told him not to go down there. I'm not going to Florida. I would love to take a vacation. I'm sitting right here in his house. Sitting right in his house. I'm about to get my test to give myself my shot of testosterone and go to the gym with my mask on. I got a new mask I could wear in the gym. Testosterone ready. That's all I can do. I can't be out there ripping around these beaches and hanging around people known COVID-19 zombie zones. Florida is a COVID-19 zombie zone. Stay out of it. Can't go down there. Oh, y'all, we going to Disney World and Universal Studios in Miami. Y'all going to come back as a COVID-19 zombie. If it was coronavirus bite your ass, you're going to turn into a zombie and you're not going to be walking around all the people. I have a headache. I don't feel well. Those who have symptoms. Some people ain't going to even get, some people going to end up on the ventilator. So you don't want to be a COVID-19 zombie, so stay out of the hot zombie zones. Florida, parts of Texas, Alabama, Arizona, so another COVID-19 zombie hotspot. You don't want to be over there. Just stay away from them places, and then you will be fine. But anyway, this is a little video, a little longer than I wanted, because I'm about to, I'm over here trying to wake my ass up out of bed. I don't know what I did last night. I got a bunch of shit I need to do the damn day. May not even make it to that damn gym. But we shall see. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I hope you all are really paying attention. I've talked to so many people over the past few days, and everybody says they think this is fake. It's not real. This is not existing. The people are making this up. It's fake. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to tell people. People just don't want to believe that this is real. They believe that they say the hospitals are lying. This and that. I'm just trying to hear every conspiracy theory this side of the Mississippi River. For me, I listen to this nonsense and I just say, oh boy, here we go again. But people are entitled to believe what they want to believe. Here in Atlanta, these people don't give a damn. Like I said, I think the coronavirus drove. They got infected and became a zombie, and they lost their damn mind. I'm seeing nightclubs full of people partying, having pool parties in the nightclub. Nobody social distancing. Nobody wearing a mask. Well, let's just see how this plays out over the next few weeks, over the next few months. And if we don't end up back up in a lockdown, I'd be surprised. But I have a sneaky suspicion we'll be rolling back to some type of lockdown where they roll back some of these bars and clubs and restaurants to try to keep this thing under control because people don't seem to care. I don't understand. They just don't give a shit. You know, people just don't care. So you have to care about your own health and everything that you do. You have to do what you do. You have to do what's best to protect you. That's all I would suggest. There's a lot of crazy folks out here. I just read in Atlanta they making it mandatory to wear a mask. Now, how they're going to enforce this, I have no clue. But some cities here in Atlanta are going to, some cities here in Georgia are fining people as much as $75 if you're out in a public space without a mask on. They will fine you $75. So just wear the mask, y'all, until we get through this mess. Some people just feel like it's just the end of the world because they got to put a mask on. So I can't figure that out. It's just ignorance. But anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family and friends. I'm out of here and enjoy the rest of your, I believe it's Wednesday, July 8th, year 2020, and I'm out.